Good morning students. My name is Madhavi, working in COE, Vardhanapet. Today let us see the appendicular skeleton which comprises of 126 bones. This appendicular skeleton includes limb bones which are 120 in number and girdle bones which are 6 in number. The limb bones include the forelimb bones and the hind limb bones. Each forelimb is made up of 30 bones. The bones of the forelimb or the hand include humerus, radius and ulna, carpals or the wrist bones which are 8 in number, and metacarpals or the palm bones which are 5 in number, and phalanges or the digits which are 14 in number. The bones of the hind limb, they are also 30 in number, and the bones of the hind limb, they include femur or the thigh bone which is longest bone in the human body, and tibia and fibula, then tarsals or ankle bones which are 7 in number, metatarsals 5 in number, and phalanges or digits which are 14 in number. A cup-shaped bone called patella or kneecap is found covering the knee joint, and this patella, it is formed by ossification of the tendon, and hence it is called a sesamoid bone. The next one are the girdle bones which are 6 in number. These girdle bones, they attach the limbs with the axial skeleton. The girdle bones include pectoral girdle and pelvic girdle. Pectoral girdle attaches the forelimb with the axial skeleton. The pectoral girdle is made up of two halves. Each half consists of two bones, the clavicle or collarbone, and second one is the scapula. When we take the scapula, it is a large triangular bone found attached to the dorsal part of the thorax, present between the second and sixth ribs. And the scapula has an elevated portion called as the spine. Attached to the spine, there is an expanded portion called the acromion process. The acromion process attaches with the clavicle, and this acromion process provides space for the attachment of the muscles of the chest and the muscles of the forelimb. And beneath the acromion process, there is a depression called glenoid cavity. This glenoid cavity articulates with the humerus of the forelimb, and it is going to form the joint which we call it as the shoulder joint. Pelvic girdle attaches the hind limbs with the axial skeleton. The pelvic girdle is made up of two identical halves which are called as coxal bones or hip bones. Each coxal bone, it is formed by fusion of three bones, ilium, ischium and pubis. At the point of fusion of these three bones, there is a small cavity called as acetabulum, and this acetabulum articulates with the femur of the hind limb, and it is going to form the hip joint. And the two halves of the pelvic girdle, they join ventrally as pubic symphysis, which is made up of fibrous cartilage. So with this, we have finished the skeleton, which includes axial skeleton comprising of 80 bones, appendicular skeleton made up of 126 bones. Axial skeleton includes skull, vertebral column, sternum and ribs, whereas appendicular skeleton includes limb bones and the girdle bones. And today's question is, the pelvic girdle articulates with which part of the vertebral column? Thank you, and our tomorrow's session is joints.